there's a lot of guys out there who probably agree with you, but if there's women out there, be like, this motherfucker just said that men have been muzzled for the last 70 years.
And they don't realize it.
And they don't realize it. Do you think that men have been muzzled? Or do you think more women have been muzzled for the last 70 years?
I mean, I certainly don't feel like men have been muzzled for 70 years. I mean, I think there's been, plenty.
So I think what Coach Greg Adams is saying is that not that men have been muzzled, but the mainstream media was controlling the narrative for society. And they snuck in this little, like, let's shit on men, let's destroy the family, let's fucking do no fault divorce. Why? Get money. It is all about money. It's all about money and votes, period. That's all it is. And women are easier to trick than men. Don't believe me? Look at the feminist movement. Look at how many women are embracing body positivity and becoming morbidly obese versus men. Clinically obese versus men. You're not going to sit here and tell me that a woman that weighs 200 pounds is a healthy individual. But they're doing that. Why? Who came up with the body positivity campaign? Dove. Who's Dove's primary demographic? Women. It's all about money. It's all about consumerism. Okay? Period. And he's right in that sense. But now, thanks to social media, the biggest thing that's happening right now with social media is men are becoming aware of female deception in a large way. Okay? Because women are naturally going to be more manipulative socially because that's their strength. That's where they have power. They're not strong and big and tough like us men. Okay? They can't just say like, no, I just don't like that. What are you going to do about it? You're going to hit me with a rock? Let's do it. I'll fucking hit you back. Women are physically weak. A lot of women live in fear. I mean, rightfully so. If I was like 96 pounds running around and I couldn't fight, I couldn't throw a fucking fist, I didn't have a knife, I didn't have a gun on me, everything I pick up is heavy, I'd be fucking afraid too.
Of, like you stated, women like on talk shows and such like that. I don't know that those platforms were used on either side really to voice the things we're talking about today. I just don't think people talked about it as openly as they do. Most of those were, as you said, around consumer or what was going to be catchy or get the audience's attention. Where I think today, like, there's just more of an open platform for people to actually have these conversations. And I think, I know it all too well. I'm judged every day. And it goes back to, like you stated, living your own life, living your own walk. And everyone has their own ideas. Nobody's word is law. And I think that's where a lot of
my word is law, bitch.
People are getting confused today. It's like, this is meant to be an open dialect so you can kind of feel where you feel like is a good fit for you or where you would fit in. But there's just too much of this. It's not always black and white. And I think I'm a perfect example of that. I'm a wife, a mother, and I am doing something that is quite taboo for who I am. But I do it well. I balance the two. Nothing's really changed in my life outside of what I'm doing. And so,
who is this though? Allie Ray? Is she OnlyFans girl? She's making it sound like she is. I don't have her shit here. Who is this? Somebody let me know.
I think I enjoy doing these type of shows because it does give me the opportunity to really show
how to get clout.
Different light to the industry, a different light to me as a person. I mean, who I am, Allie Ray, is very different who I am in real life, prior to this. And I think that's just the side that people don't get to see. And so it's always...
something that I've got cue cards and everything, and I'm just kind of throwing, but kind of all over the place here. But I find it interesting. You were married 9 years, okay? And on the 10th day, he got out, kind of a thing. You've been married 20 years.
Almost 22.
22 years. If I had a cocktail, I'd cheers to you. And you've been married 1 year, okay?
Yeah.
And I was in a long-term relationship, single now, all good. What I want to know...
Oh, is she the OnlyFans girl? Oh, Lord, looks like she is. Oh, Jesus. That is hilarious. So this is her OnlyFans. She looks way hotter on Instagram thanks to filters. Fake tits. But the thing is this, you can't sit here and justify this as an ideal lifestyle to the average fucking chick. Like, she hasn't even dealt with the repercussions of her children getting shamed for her mom, like, being a literal e-girl. Like, what are you even doing? Dude, she looks way hotter in fucking Instagram than IRL.
Is of your friends that have been married somewhat as long as you, I'm not saying as long as you, how many, let's say you have a...
Cody Mouse is in the house, says, yes, let me hear the sermon from the whore wife.
100 friends. Let's just say 10 friends, just to kind of keep it simple. How many are still married? How many are happily married? How many are like, I just can't wait to be like coach over here and just, I'm looking, we're in the 8th inning, I'm trying to get out before the game's over kind of a thing. If you would break that down.
Yeah, so that's actually interesting that I don't have very many friends, well, obviously because of my industry now, but even prior to that, because the friends that I did have that were in marriages, I've always been happy in marriage. I married literally to my best friend. We got married very young. I love him. I enjoy my time with him. We have fun together. I think what I would deal with is a lot of complaining. Like it was every conversation in the break room at work is everybody just hates their husbands. And it was like...
These are the women complaining to you. And this is when you were a nurse?
Yeah, all the time. And I had a hard time connecting with people because it's like, well, here I'm going to be this girl like, oh, what? I love mine. We're going to go out and have drinks. You guys want to go? Like they're just... The guys, I always noticed the husbands were always out with their friends and, the wives were always doing their own thing. It was a very divided household. And I've noticed this too, even my sons, they're older now, but they've told me like at other people's house, it's just crazy. Like I never see the parents sitting on the couch together like you guys do or like hugging or kissing or, walking in the kitchen, my husband slapped my ass. Like it's just those things, like they don't see any affection. And so I've never connected with a lot of other people because of that. So to answer your question, if you said I had 10 friends in a room, I'd say maybe 1 or 2 have at least marriages for that long, but I've never met someone that I think is truly as happy as we are or that enjoys their time together. And I'm not saying that's how a marriage should be because a lot of marriages, they really thrive on that space apart and that's important to them. And so maybe that's just not what they do.
Here's what I'm hearing. And then I'm gonna turn it over to you. You're an anomaly. Okay. You're in a loving.
And again, guys, it always comes back. When in doubt, refer to the bell curve. Okay. Keep in mind. I don't think you guys really grasp this concept. Okay. But when you meet somebody, there is literally a 50% chance that this person is a complete fucking sub 100 IQ moron. There is 50% chance. Do you get that? 50% chance that they are complete fucking moron. We sit here and say the divorce rate in America is 50%. Oh, the atrocity. You really have that much faith in fucking stupid people? 50%. If I told you there's a 50% chance you're going to die of cancer tomorrow, you would start fucking crying. Don't forget the bell curve.